welcome to this video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Nemo, and normally I would say, and this is my son Kenyan, but Kenyan is outside right now helping Papa to cut the grass, and it actually feels weird to make this video all by myself. Like, it feels like I'm doing something behind Kenyan's back, because all the other videos, like, if you don't know, if you're new here, together with my son Kenyan, we make day-to-day life vlogs. And today I want to just sit down and talk to you guys about something that I promised some of you. Like, if you watched my videos and previously, not long ago, I posted a video about us getting an au pair from Kenya to the Netherlands, and some of you had questions, and I realized that some of you really do want to become au pairs, and you've been trying and you have no idea. Also, like, some of you have no idea where to start. So I decided to make this video to like give you guys an idea of how you can become an au pair, like everywhere, like wherever you would want to think of. You think about maybe the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, whatever. I think every country has its own requirements. So I'm going to talk about the Netherlands because this is where I live, and like I said, we are getting an au pair from Kenya, so we are host parents. And I'm also going later on, I think I will try to make a video about how you can become a host parent and what are the requirements. So some of you also said that you've been trying to apply for the au pair exchange program. I don't want to say a job as an au pair because it is not considered as a job. It is like an exchange program. So yes, you get paid, but it is also not considered as salary. Today I just want to talk to you about, like, I've written some things down because I was doing some research here and there, and I decided to make this video. I have actually only 30 minutes because today we are going to have, like, we are getting a scan. 33 weeks pregnant I am today. Okay, I'm 33 weeks pregnant today. We're gonna get a scan, so I need to be fast with this. Okay, today's topic is going to be like steps to follow to become an au pair. Like, how can you become an au pair? What do you need to do to become an au pair? The first thing that you need to do, search on the internet for an au pair agency. I searched, so I am becoming a host parent because my au pair has already gotten a visa. We just need to wait for her days, like for her arrival date, which is very soon. I'm so excited about that, and I'm also nervous and at the same time, and I'm looking forward to see how it's going to be to have an au pair, like to have somebody living in my house for 1 year as an au pair. But I'm excited about that. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is to go on the internet. Most of you have a smartphone, so you can go on Google. So you need to go and search something like au pair agencies in the Netherlands. You don't need to go search for au pair agencies in Kenya. You're already in Kenya, but you want to go to the Netherlands. Some of you are making that mistake because somebody told me, like, I was searching on the internet for like au pair agencies here in Kenya, but no, you're in Kenya, you want to go to the Netherlands, you want to go to Germany. So then you're like, au pair agencies in Germany, au pair agencies in Kenya, au pair agencies in Canada, wherever you want to go. That's where you want to search, not your own country. If you're in Ghana, don't search for au pair agencies in Ghana, because then you will not get a good like response like from Google, because then they will give you like au pair agencies in your country where you are instead of the au pair agencies available in the Netherlands. You get it? So, and also make your Google search wide. You can do like a search like international au pair agencies, something like that, and try to think about try to think out of the box when you're doing your search. You need to widen your search so that you don't only get very little information, because there's a lot of information on the internet. For me, what I did when I was looking for an au pair agency like to represent me, because like I mentioned in my other video, I already knew this au pair, and I knew this is the person that I want to come and stay with us, you see, as an au pair. So I called different agencies. I searched like au pair agencies here in the Netherlands, and I also searched international au pair agencies in the Netherlands, and that means like they allow people from all over the world, like international, you understand me? Because some agencies do not allow Africans, some agencies don't allow Asians, some agencies are very open and they allow everybody. So you need to really widen your search. So I searched for au pair agencies that are working with people from Africa, and I call them one by one. And maybe you're not in a position to call them. What you can do is you can always find their contacts and send them an email. Most of them, they will answer you and you'll be like, hey, my name is this and this, and I am trying to find an au pair, and I'm trying to become an au pair in your country. And I was wondering if you represent people from my country, if you represent people from Kenya. I was wondering if you represent people from Brazil, something like that. So if you're not sure, if you find an au pair agency on the internet and you're not sure about it, I'm gonna try to go into details so that some of you can understand, you know, and at least I hope that the information that I'm sharing with you guys is going to help you somewhere in your life, okay? So you need to go into details with what you're searching for and what your interests are, okay? Send them an email, try to call them if possible. That's what you need to do. So number one, you need to go on the internet and search for au pair agencies, international au pair agencies in Belgium, au pair agencies in the Netherlands, something like that, okay? So number two, if you want to become an au pair, that means that you want to travel abroad. And there's no way you're going to travel abroad if you don't have a passport. So the first thing actually, when you're thinking, okay, I would really like to become an au pair, I'm trying to to avoid using to get a job as an au pair. I'm trying to avoid that. But if you want to become an au pair, first thing that you need to make sure is that you have a valid passport. And a valid passport means, you see, au pair exchange program is only 1 year. So your passport needs to be at least 2 years valid, because then you are starting the process now, yeah? And maybe if you're very lucky, you get a host family, yeah, between maybe those 2 years. So let's say you still have 1.5 years. And then the process needs to start, which can take a month or 2. So then you need to travel, okay? So make sure that your passport is valid. I will just say at least 3 years. And you also need to make sure you have a passport, because some of you, I know, some of you don't have a passport. A passport is valid for 10 years. It is an investment if you're trying to get to yourself out of that country. You want to go abroad as an au pair or whatever. You have dreams to get out of your country and travel abroad. There's no way you will travel without a passport. So invest in a passport. And once you invest in a passport, that's a step. And you will see, if you keep pushing and trying different ways, I don't know which are the ways you're trying to get to, abroad. You keep trying as long as you have a passport. Once you get that opportunity and they ask you, where's your passport? You will just present your passport, and you're ready. So get a passport and make sure that your passport is valid, so that when you get that opportunity, you're going to there's nothing holding you back. You already have a passport. The rest will just follow, okay? So number 2, get yourself a passport and make sure that your passport is valid. So number 3, I've written here register yourself to your desired agency. Okay, so you've searched on the internet, you found an agency. then you need to, like, because they have like, they will, let's say aupairworld.com, they will say there, become an au pair. So then you click there and they will tell you that you need to register yourself. So you need to put your names, your birth dates, your birth year, whatever, and as in you need to register yourself, and that also that you're in the system, you're in the website, you are on the website, that if host families are going to check, like, okay, host family decides today, okay, we've decided we're going to get an au pair. If you saw that there was, so then you are searching on the internet and you saw these au pair agencies and you just left, as in you didn't register, you need to register to as many as possible so that you are out there, so that if that day of yours comes, like your lucky day comes and the host families are searching for an au pair, you are already available, so that they will click on your page and they will check you out. So when you register yourself, you need to give detailed information about yourself. You see everything that they require you to fill in so as to register yourself, to sign up. You need to do that correctly. I've also written under number 3, also try to contact host families, check their profiles. Do not be scared to write them. Tell them about yourself and your interests. That is very important, because you've registered, so you found an agency that you like, maybe Au Pair International, let's say that, because I know I'm using Au Pair International. Listen to me, Au Pair International, they do allow au pairs from all over the world. I know of people from Kenya that are working, that are here in the Netherlands as au pairs, and they came through Au Pair International. Okay, so Au Pair International, you registered yourself and you've seen that there are host families there, so you need to check like their profiles, go through all their profiles. This needs time, this needs patience, and this needs you to be really interested and driven. So you say you've seen a family maybe in the Netherlands and you check their you need to check their profile. They will tell you about themselves. They have maybe 3 children, only 1 child, whatever, and they're looking for somebody from all over the world, for an au pair from all over the world. Then you need to write them. Yeah, I'm saying all over the world because they are host families that I know, because I've seen these profiles and they specify, please no au pairs from Africa, please no au pairs from Asia or whatever. Some specify what they want, but some just want somebody to come and help them. They don't care where you come from. So you need to write them and tell them about yourself. Hey, my name is Mariam somebody, and I am trying to find a host family because of this and this and this. I like to work with children, I like to learn new cultures, I like this and that and that, you know, like try to find, just tell them about yourself and your interests. Just be open and try to reach to as many families as possible, not just 1 or 2. There are so many host families that are registered in these au pair agencies, so just write them. Do not be afraid and keep writing to them. Like, also, if you don't get an answer and you think this is a potential host family, like, you know, send them again sometime an email, like to remind them. Sometimes they're so busy and maybe they have so many applicants, and if you're persistent and you're really honest, and you know, they will look at it and they'll be like, oh, this girl is really driven, this girl is really persistent, this girl really has something to offer, because then you've told them about yourself and your interests and all that. And sometimes you just say, hi, I just wanted to say hello and check on you and your family. I hope the kids are doing great, something like that. You never know, just be active, Stay active. That's what I was saying. Stay active on the au pair sites. Don't create a profile and vanish. Check your emails constantly. Checking your emails constantly is very important because some of you create an au pair account, so you want to become an au pair, and then you go and you vanish, you don't check your emails. Understand, some of you need to go to the cyber. I remember how I used to go to the cyber to write to my husband, like when we met almost 10 years ago. I didn't have a phone that I could write him an email. I needed to go, I didn't have WhatsApp. I needed to go to the cyber to write him an email. And sometimes, when something is meant to be, it's just meant to be. Sometimes I would stay like 3 months without going to check my emails, and then I would go and I would see like, he sent me an email already like 3 months ago. Like, I know, don't be like me, because doesn't mean that that opportunity will stay there and wait for you, you know. Some things are just meant, and some things will happen no matter the time. But in this case, you are trying to become an au pair, and the host families are looking for you at that moment. They want you at that moment, not after 3 months or maybe after 3 years. No. So you need to be active and be checking your emails constantly, because one day a host family might find you, send you an email. So you didn't read your email 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they move on to somebody else. So that opportunity that was yours will go to somebody else because you did not check your email. So be active on the site. Choose so many websites, like register in so many, not only one. Register in so many. Even if they say that, even if you are not sure if it's international or not, just register. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to register. They don't ask you to pay. You just register and you never know. Okay? Stay active. Let's go forward. So number 4, I need to hurry. So this is something that I just learned when we were trying to find an au pair agency to represent us, and and this is what I wrote. Some agencies want you to pay your own travel costs, your own flights to and fro. Some agencies also want you to pay your medical insurance. If you get an agency like that, make sure you have some cash. Remember, au pair is not seen as a job, but a cultural exchange program. Yeah, so you're trying to come here to become an au pair. I don't want to say to work. You're trying to come here to become an au pair, and then you find an agency. Like, I will tell you, like, for sure, an agency like Au Pair International, they require you to pay your own flight. I'm telling you this one specifically, Au Pair International, because I've spoken to them before. I settled for Sunshine Au Pair, so I used we are working together with Sunshine Au Pair to get my au pair here. So some agencies, they want you yourself as an au pair to pay for your flights. This is to avoid any like misunderstandings. Let's say you move here as an au pair, yeah, and then 2 days, I'm speaking even Swahili, or 2 weeks later, or maybe 2 months later, you don't like working as an au pair, and you don't like your host family. Your host family, they have already invested in you to pay your flight, to pay your medical insurance, to pay everything, to pay the costs of the agencies, because the agencies is not free, the host families need to pay. But now some agencies, they want you to also take part in this and pay yourself and pay for yourself, like things like flight tickets to go and to come back to your home country after 1 year, because au pair program, exchange program, is only 1 year. And so they will ask you to pay your own flight. And there are families that will be like, I understand, maybe she's coming from a third world, or they're like, you know, they're generous people, like, I just want to pay for her, I want to pay her flight tickets to come and to go, it's no problem for me. But there are families that will be following the rules, they will be following what they've been told. The au pair needs to pay their own flight ticket and medical insurance and some other things. So you need to make sure, if you're applying in these kind of agencies, wear yourself. So they will, this information they have on the agency description on the agency themselves, because they will say that the au pair needs to pay their own travel costs. So if you know that, then you need to prepare yourself and make sure that you have that money. Yeah, that money. And they will also ask you to have like some backup money in case of anything, that whatever happens when you're in your host country, that you will have your own backup money in case of anything. So, and some agencies, like the agency that I used, they're, I don't know, they're understanding, I would say. They understand the situation in other countries, and they also understand, like, okay, this person is coming from, I'm not trying to degrade any country or whatever, I'm just trying to be like straight to the point and not beating around the bush, because I cannot expect that somebody is trying to get, because I am from there, and some people do not understand because they are not from there, but they are from here, so they don't understand the situation there. I am from Kenya, I understand the situation from there, and I will not expect that my au pair is going to pay for her own travel, whatever. Well, some can still do that, but maybe I would be like, okay, then I will pay half of it or whatever, that, you know, like trying to help out, because I am from there and I understand the situation. I don't know if I'm trying to be like, but some host parents will be like, okay, that's the rules, those are the rules, so the au pair needs to pay for themselves. So make sure you have some backup money, you have some money to pay for your own ticket, and when you're here, you will be getting not a salary, but you will be getting pocket money between 300 and 340 euros. I repeat, between 300 and 340 euros per month. So then you will try to see, is it worth it? Am I able to pay for it? You know, so make sure you have some backup money, because some agencies, they require you to pay your own flight ticket, your own medical insurance, and maybe some other things. This is just something that I learned and I'm sharing with you, but it doesn't mean necessarily that all agencies do that, because my agency, they were like, yeah, we understand, maybe some people don't have all that money, and we personally, we advise the host families to take care of the costs, and we were very open to do that. We were going to do that obviously from the beginning. So know that some agencies don't do that, and some host families are not that open to do that, okay? Okay, I hear that Papa Keon is done. I think he knows also that we need to leave in like 10 minutes. Number 5, when you get a family and all documents and process goes well, you will be needed to make an appointment at the Dutch embassy in your home country. The agency might send you the list of things to bring to your embassy, or you will have to look it up on Google yourself. Hi, Kale. So when you get your host family, yeah, and you've applied, and they've been applying also, like they've agreed that they're going to take you, and you've agreed, you've accepted them also as your host family, then there are documents that you will need to get ready for you to bring to your embassy. Like, I know exactly what my au pair needed to bring to the Kenyan, to the Dutch embassy. So you need to check on Google what requirements you will, like what kind of documents they require you. Yes, baby. What kind of documents they require you to bring to the embassy. Yes, baby. Come here. So number 6. Yeah. Travel to your host country after your visa has been approved. I would suggest to check first all the important documents you must have with you. So when you're traveling to your host, everything has gone through, you've gotten your visa, you need to check which documents I need to get ready so that when I'm there, they will ask me for these documents and I will give it to them without having to say, oh, I forgot, oh, I didn't print it out or whatever. So be prepared and get all your documents ready before you travel here. That is after your visa has been accepted. Number 7, register at Immigration IND for your 1-year residence permit. Your visa is for 3 months, but the first 2 weeks upon arrival, you must go to the immigration office for your residence permit. That one is just, once you've arrived here, you will need to get a residence permit for 1 year. And within the first 2 weeks when you arrive, you need to make sure that you go to the immigration office near you or wherever that you will be needed to go. All information will be given to you by your agency. And if you don't know, you need to ask. And then you need to get your 1-year residence permit. And welcome to the Netherlands or whichever country you will be going to. Okay, we need to go to our appointment. Ken is sitting over there looking at me like, what is Mama talking about? Hi, baby. Was it nice? Cutting grass with Papa? We're gonna go, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. More videos about becoming an au pair, becoming a host family, all that coming up. So stay tuned. So that means if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead and click subscribe down below. Like this video, share, send questions. Also, if you're an au pair here in the Netherlands, share your experiences and whichever agency that you use so that you can help somebody out there. You're already here. Now help somebody who's out there to also come here, because you only have 1 year. After that 1 year, you need to go back. You cannot become an au pair twice here. Let somebody else come here by giving them an opportunity. Give them a chance. Share the information that you have, okay? Let's be there for one another. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.